What's up, kitten cats? So on today's video, I'm going to be doing a review of Bite Meals. So, if you guys don't know what Bite Meals is, my good friend Katie Hearn just launched her own meal prep company and it is called Bite Meals. So they just launched this past week, so I went ahead and ordered some. Okay, first of all, prefacing, I should have said this before, no, she did not ask me to film this video. No, this is not a sponsored video. I legit paid for this food, picked it up myself. Like, I wanted to do a genuine taste test review, try, whatever. So no, this is not sponsored. No, she did not ask me to do this. I wanted to do it. So I'm reviewing Bite Meals, and I've worked with other meal prep companies in the past, so I have a little bit of comparative experience to offer with this. So I'm gonna start off the video by talking, I think, about, I'll show you guys the unboxing, how everything came and whatnot, show you guys the meals, show you the macro breakdowns. I recorded those earlier today, so I will show you that. And then we're gonna do a taste testing. And then I also just wanna talk to you guys a bit about meal prep companies in general, experiences I've had, etc., why I really like Bite, all of that jazz. So I will go ahead and put in the clips of the unboxing right here. Talking about meal prep companies in general, a little bit about Bite, all of that. So I have worked with multiple different meal prep companies in the past. Saying meal prep numerous times is difficult. Anywho, I've worked with multiple meal prep companies in the past. I've been affiliated with meal prep companies. At the end of the day, I ended up leaving any of the companies that I was with, just mostly because I wasn't using the service as much as I would want to use a service that I am affiliated with, if that makes sense. So, you know, if I'm going to be sponsored by someone, if I'm going to be affiliated with someone, I want it to be a service or a product that I use extremely regularly, like PE Science. So with meal prep companies, especially being in prep, like I just wasn't using it. I preferred cooking my own meals. That's another thing. I really enjoy and love cooking. So meal prep companies kind of took that out of the equation for me. Also, shipping was super expensive. It's not very environmentally conscious, you know, all of the... basically, long story short, weighing the benefit of, you know, having food sent to me was not worth it from an environmental standpoint, from a money standpoint, from a how the food actually was standpoint. Additionally, I've been displeased with the customer service with a couple of companies. Also, I am very skeptical of other meal prep companies. I've heard, and this is just things that I've heard about other meal prep companies, I'm not going to name drop, but other meal prep companies that lie about ingredients, that lie about macros on their meals, that don't weigh their food when they're telling people, like competitors who need to have things accurately weighed and measured, they're not actually weighing them, and they're using ingredients that they're lying about. So I just have a bad taste in my mouth from meal prep companies in general. So why is Bite different? Because I live here in Louisville, because I know Katie, because I am friends with her, I've actually had the privilege of going to the Bite kitchen, seeing everything, you know, as it's being done, meeting the chefs, meeting the people working with the food, and obviously knowing the people behind the company, AKA Katie and Hayden. So not only do I trust Katie and Hayden because they are very, very invested in the fitness industry, they're very trustworthy and honest people. They are not the type of people, after, you know, especially knowing them personally, they are very genuine and they don't promote things, they don't do things, they don't sell things that are not 100% worth every penny that you're putting into it. So, you know, I trust their judgment. And I've also seen, you know, the amount of time and energy and work that they put into developing this meal prep company, you know, making sure the recipes are quality, making sure they're using good ingredients, making exchanges where they need to, making sure that there's options for everyone, whether you eat a mixed diet, whether you're a vegetarian, whether you're a vegan, whether your macros are low, whether your macros are high, there's something that everybody can use There's, you know, pre-made meal options that everyone can use, and there's customizable meal options that everyone can use. And then also the chefs at Bite Meals are very committed to making quality products. Their facilities are very clean. They weigh everything out. They are very on top of everything. So I, as a competitor, I'm not in prep right now, but if I were in prep, I would still feel comfortable using this service. And I, as a competitive athlete, as a human being who loves quality food, that loves nutrient-rich food, that loves food that tastes good, I approve of these. So, Dunc stamp of approval on Bite Meals. I have so far had a better experience with Bite than I've had with other meal prep companies. It's also another thing, other meal prep companies, from my experience, your food does come to you frozen. So it does not come to you fresh, it comes frozen, and I like the taste of fresh food. Yes, you have to refrigerate, you have to include ice in your packaging, you have to use dry ice, etc., etc. But the food that I've gotten from other prep companies before has been frozen, and it just tastes different when you heat food from frozen. It's just not as good. It's just not as good. So with these, when I showed you guys the clips of me unboxing them, that was me taking them out of the box. So they were fresh. They were not frozen, but they were still cold. So that is something that I really, really like. It's gonna make your food taste better. And just the smells of everything, it's so fresh and so just, They do list their macros on all of their food items, whether they be pre-made meals, whether they be custom meals, whether they're snacks. They list the macros on everything. There is one note that I wanted to make for you guys. Katie saw this on the labeling and they just didn't fix it in time for the launch. Hold on. Okay, so just one clarification that Katie made to me and that I wanna make to you guys, because if you pay close attention to nutrition facts, which I know a lot of you are paying close attention to nutrition facts because hashtag team macros, but with the spicy chocolate snickerdoodle cookies, if you look at the label, you see the calories from fat says 83 and the total grams of fat says 2.2. The grams of fat is correct, not the calories from fat. So if it were 83 calories from fat, that would be 9 odd grams of fat, but the actual fat content in terms of macros on these snickerdoodle cookies is 2.2 grams of fat, which comes out to like 20-ish calories. It's 18 and then a fifth of 9. I don't want to do, so that's like 20 calories. Okay, pretty close, pretty close. So yeah, about 20 calories from fat, not 83. So that is the only clarification with that. So I'm about to make up a meal right now. I think I'm going to make this guy right here. So we're gonna have a little bit of breakfast for dinner. I will show you guys how I heat it up, how I cook it, and we will be back in another clip. My most anticipated moment, the actual taste test. So I cooked mine in a pan. You don't have to do that. I just like to cook my food in a pan. If all you have is a microwave available to you, I would recommend 30 seconds to a minute and then go from there. You don't want to overcook anything because that'll dry out the egg whites and things will just be gross. It did come with sugar-free syrup, which I put on there. I added the butter topping myself. But the macros for this meal for 2 pancakes, egg whites, and chicken bacon, I've never had chicken bacon, so this will be a first. But the macros for this meal are 250 calories, 5 grams of fat, 14 grams of carbs, 1 gram of fiber, and 27 grams of protein. Let's talk about the carb macros again. For both pancakes, it's 14 carbs, like, macros of peace, fam, macros of peace. I need to eat this, it's gonna get cold. Okay, so I'm gonna try the egg whites first and then the chicken bacon and then the pancakes because I'm saving what hopefully is the best for last. And I just cut my face out of the frame like I usually do. Y'all always let me know. Also, I didn't put any other seasonings on these because I wanted to try them as they were. All right, egg whites are good. Not super rubbery or anything like that. I did put some of the maple syrup on there because egg whites with syrup are so good. Egg whites aren't anything that are like, I'm expecting to be like, oh my God, this is the best thing I've ever had in my life. But they are good for egg whites. Let's try this chicken bacon situation. Oh, the savoriness like builds, then it kicks right when you're about to finish chewing it. Like that's really good. That's really good. I like that better than turkey bacon. And now for le pièce de résistance, the pancakes. How do you say pancake in French? Okay. I can hang with these. You can in fact sit with us. You can sit with us. Even if you're not wearing pink and it's Wednesday, you can sit with us. Bite Nails pancakes. Holla. Oh! And the pancakes are freaking 7 carbs. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh, and the really creative thing with the breakfast tacos, they use the pancakes as the taco shells. So like, you get brain points. Brain points for Bite Nails. So these are so good. Let me finish these and then I'll do a little wrap up thing. That is about it for this video. So like I said, I will put the info for Bite Nails below. They do have local pickup here in Louisville, and then they can ship to wherever, to your house, to a hotel, if you're staying somewhere, if you're traveling, etc. In the US, they can ship anywhere. I think they said they are working on Hawaii. They're also working on Canada, so I'm sure that Katie will keep you guys updated on all of that. Like I said, I fully trust Bite Nails from all aspects and recommend them from all aspects. From a taste, quality, freshness perspective, from a variety perspective, you know, they have a lot of options for a lot of different macronutrient needs and other dietary needs. And then I also, like I said, I've had the privilege of going to the kitchen, meeting the chefs, seeing how they cook their food, seeing how they prepare their food, and they have my trust, which whenever you're going to work with any company, regardless of if it's food, if it's supplements, if it's anything that, whatever you're buying, if you trust is very important with the company is what I'm saying. So I trust this company, and so therefore I'm recommending them to you guys. You know, especially when you are trusting someone with dealing with something that you are putting in your body, you're putting in your mouth, you want to trust them fully 100%. And you put a lot of faith in a meal prep company by saying, yes, I'm going to eat the food that you prepare for me, and I'm going to trust that, you know, you're being honest about your ingredients, about your cooking methods, all of that stuff, because that's important from, you know, not just with macros, but from an allergy standpoint, or if you practice, you know, a vegetarian or a vegan diet, those things are really important to know. So they have my stamp of approval, they have my trust, they have my recommendation, and I will be sure to share with you guys as I try more products from Bite Nails, because after that, I definitely will be trying more. So that is it for this video. Again, I will put the Bite Nails stuff in the description box below. And thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, love you so much, bye. How's that for a thumbnail?